Yes? If you can't, just raise your hand and I'll become more louder. Okay. Now, as she's just said, I've been teaching yoga here in Kenya for the last 40 years. And I've been practicing, I'm already 63, and I've been practicing since I was 9 years old from my father. But now, since the International Day of Yoga, which was launched 5 years ago by the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, it's become more international. And so today, yoga always, I like doing interaction, right? Not just speak. And so when you think of yoga, how many of you have heard about yoga before? Raise your hands. Okay, good. And you see, when people think of yoga, the word yoga, they think it's something to do with Hinduism, something to do with religion, correct? True. How many of you have thought that? Raise your hands. How many of you have thought that it's to do with Hinduism and to do with religion? Just raise your hands and let me know. Okay. How many of you what is your conception? Can I just ask for this? No. What is your conception of yoga? Doctor. I don't know your names, but I just asked all of you doctors. What is your conception of yoga? What do you think yoga is? Okay. Anybody else? What's your conception of yoga? Okay. It's good that we've got a clean slate here, it seems. So, okay. Now, what is yoga? Yoga is essentially a spiritual discipline based on an extremely subtle science. It is a science which focuses on bringing harmony between mind, body, and soul. Now, as doctors, you all know that we have something in our body that when a person dies, something is gone, correct? What is gone when a person dies? The soul. Great, half the battle won now. You all know that there is a soul in the body. Wonderful. But many people don't believe in the soul, They think, okay, it's finished, and that's it. But we have the mind, we have the body, and we have the soul. Our body is made up of 3 consciousness, correct? And now, what happens is this subtle body, we have a subtle body, and we have an gross body. So what happens, now you know that our body is made out of 10 elements. Earth, do you agree? Earth is the flesh part, the meat part, right? Water, there's a lot of water in our body, the blood and all that, the liquid. Fire, do you agree we have fire in our body? Which helps us digestion, the digestive fire in our stomach and all that. Earth, water, fire, air. We all have air in the body, we're breathing, we are expelling air. So air and water, earth, water, fire, air, and ether. Etheric part is the space in our body, where we have the space, right? Our gross body is made out of 5 elements, and our subtle body is made out of another 5 elements. Is mind, we have the mind, intelligence, false ego that I'm just this body, that's a false ego, soul, and super soul, right? So these are the 10 elements a living body is made out of. But, and then it's like this. So you see in Hinduism they pray like this, they greet like this. The reason being that you are still alive, you've got these 10 elements in your body, and I'm bowing down to your 10 elements. That's the reason we bow down like this, we pray like this. So these are the 10 elements. At the time of death, it's like a Velcro. You know Velcro? When how many of you know what a Velcro is? So like a Velcro, these 5 elements separate, and these 5 elements stay here as a dead body, and it's either buried or burnt or cremated. Okay? So this is the gross body which stays, but the subtle body carries on. into the next life is mind. So which are the first, which are the 10 elements? Everybody together, please. Mind. No. First, the gross body. Gross body is, everybody loudly. Earth, water, fire, air, ether. Ether, right? The 5 elements of the subtle body is mind. Repeat. Mind. Intelligence. False ego. And soul, our soul, and the super soul. Do you all agree that God stays in everyone's heart? Yes. Right? The super soul, are we together? You understood so far? Now, yoga means, there's a simple, it's a Sanskrit word. Yoga means unity. And we practice yoga in order to unite our mind, our intelligence, our body, our soul. So in order to unite these 10 elements together. You understand? Now there are many different types of yoga. So it is an art and science of healthy living. Now when you practice yoga, it's not just a gymnastic exercise or an aerobic exercise like we have an aerobic teacher here. It is a science of our internal body. How to connect with the other 5 elements. In the way that the yogis in the Himalayas, they live even for 1,000 years. Our body life is not just this 100 years and finished. You can even live for 1,000 years. You stay very healthy. You stay very fit. And so these are the aspects. Now, it is an art and science of healthy living. The word yoga is derived from the Sanskrit word yuj, which means joining, yo, unite. So it's uniting these 10 elements, it's uniting everybody together. How everybody together, I'll come to you later. According to your yogic scripture, the practice of yoga leads to a union of individual consciousness with the supreme consciousness, the universal consciousness. Now, when you are combined, joined with the universal conscious, with your conscious, automatically the universal consciousness also take care of your health. Correct? I've had so many experiences on myself as well that, okay, the next one. Now the fundamentals of yoga. Yoga works on the level of one's body, mind, emotions, energy. Now there are so many different types of yoga which I'll not go into detail. There's karma yoga, jnana yoga, bhakti yoga, kriya yoga. All this is to utilize the energy in different ways, right? But, okay, these are all different types of yogas. But then, the main type of yoga is the hatha yoga, what we're going to talk about, okay? So these are still different types of yogas. Now, postures. So today, our lesson is more on the postures. But before I even go to the postures, I want to even explain something else. So, postures are the exercises. How do you do the exercise? I've even written books on yoga, and we also have this protocol. Now, if you all want the book, I think you can tell Sheila and I can send you the book. You can write your name and I can send them from Kusumo. I didn't bring many books with me. But this is the book which I've written. I used to as I told you, 1980 to 89, 90. I used to give programs on television on Voice of Kenya, teaching yoga. At that time, it didn't become very popular, but now more and more people are getting into it. The main aspect of the postures is, okay, I'll start with the first one, Namaskar. Namaskar, as I said, this is, everybody will do some things with me, okay? So you're going to press your palms together, with each finger together, this way, okay? So this is called Namaskar. What is it called? Namaskar, or even just palms together is one thing. Because when you bring your palms together, this is all to do with the energy of the body. More of energy. From the energy. Correct? Right? So our energy around our body, when you press your palms and then you put your legs together, this becomes one circle. And yoga doctors, I don't have to use the physics part, but in physics, when the circuit is flowing, now, I'm going to show you the first asana. These are called asanas and postures, right? I'm going to show you some of the exercises, and then we go to the other aspect of yoga. Okay? So here Rania is here. She's from Germany, and she's going to be. You want to bring your lecture? I think I'll just demonstrate this. So she's going to be demonstrating some of the asanas which you can do later. Asanas means postures, right? Postures means the exercises as well. Okay. So she's going to do the complete breath. Complete breath is very simple and yet very, very effective. Its benefits are that it benefits the lower lobes of the lungs, removing the residue here, because we usually block a lot of residue. We don't use our complete lungs when we are breathing normally. It awakens the latent force in the dormant body. It improves your blood circulation. It overcomes fatigue, nervousness, and it improves balance and strengthens the legs. Very simple exercise, but on the breathing, right? Now, breathing, even the correct way of breathing is extremely important. Normally, we are doing a very shallow breathing. We just use our upper lobes of the lungs, right? But with complete breath, you use all the 3 lobes of the lungs up to the deeper level. All right? So it has to be the feet together, and then she'll just bring her palms up, lift the shoulders so that you open up the upper parts of the lungs, and then you bring your palms together, and then you lift your heels off the ground, and you stay like this. So you see, when this is the posture, the lower parts of the lungs are opening, right? And then you hold your breath. When you hold your breath in this posture, what happens is more air is being, oxygen is being absorbed by holding the breath. So she holds, it's simple. And then you exhale. When you exhale, you come completely round and bring your head, knees down. Simple, isn't it? Instead of doing very, so correct way of breathing. This is called the complete breath. Because you can see, as I said, it improves balance and strengthens the legs because you're using your hamstrings when you go up on the heels. You're using your abdominal, you're tightening your core, you're using your lungs, and you're using your shoulders. You open this part and you go up, and that's okay. So that's the first one, complete breath. As I go forward, any questions on the first one, complete breath? Because after this, we all are going to stand up and do some. Okay. So and I'm going to ask you. Okay, then we come to the warrior pose. Okay. So the warrior pose, it gives you a lot of strength like the warriors. And the warrior pose, the 4 variations. All right, the benefits is, it benefits the whole spine. Because normally, we have blockages in the spine, and that's the reason we cannot function properly. The body. Okay, no, when we do it, everybody. Can everybody see? It's just because of this. Or you can climb up here. Or you want to climb up here? And
she's. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you can't see here. Okay.
Yeah.
Remove the books. Okay, she'll do it on here. And make sure you don't fall. And even if you fall, they're all doctors here. So.
Yeah, don't worry, you're in the hospital. You're in safe hands.
Okay, all right. That's good. So let's start with, okay, but I think you have to be a little bit on this side here, so that they can see. Oh. Yeah. Okay, so we should start with the first one, the complete breath. Okay, complete breath. I had. Okay, up and then slowly down. So you saw, everybody can see here properly? Yeah? Okay. And then now we come to the warrior pose. What do you mean by warrior? What does warrior, when you read the word warrior, where does your mind take you? Huh? War, fighting. Actually, it's the strength. Because warriors are all very strong, correct? So it takes you to the strength. Can you all hear me at the back? I'm trying. You can hear me? Okay. I should have brought a mic. Yeah, I won't. hands stretched out. So this is the first variation, is bending this knee and going forward. Now we all know which muscle she's using. Can one of the doctors tell me what muscles is she using here? Hamstrings, more of hamstrings, yeah? So you can see hamstrings and, okay. She's using the hamstrings. It has to be the posture now, correct breathing, correct posture. This has to be in one line. Here she's using her hamstrings, and as she's pushing here deeper, okay, the hip openers, the hip joints, right? The knee joints, both the knee joints. So when you have any problems with the knee joint, arthritis, rheumatism, all that, it's also very good because it's very firm and nice, right? And then you turn your head this way and watch this head. Turn, and this is warrior. This gives you a lot of strength in the body because you can see this side you have the kidneys, you do both the sides. So the kidneys, the liver, all that. She's wearing a cardigan. People need to do you have a t-shirt inside? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, because you can see better the organs.
Yes.
So this side you can see the kidneys, the liver, all that is big. So then we do this.
They are not used to it.
Okay, so this is the
climate.
first side, and then you
guys.
do the other side as well. Then there's another variation. Okay, now she'll show you this side. So you see, whenever you do one side, you have to make sure you counteract it and do it to the other side, right? And the neck, the cervical spine, the chin, see how beautifully the whole spine is being rotated, right? This is more a warrior pose.
Welcome to Kerry Show. We are having fun with yoga and with Dr. Kalpana Karya, and it's really interesting. We are really having fun. Thank you.
I think you'll be able to see better than
Yes.
that's okay. All right. So variation 1 first again. Watch your leg. Yep. Okay. And then. So what's this posture called? Everybody together? Warrior. So it strengthens. Okay. Now variation 2. You rotate your spine. So see how beautifully the spine is rotated, and then you bring your palms up. Venus lock. So Venus lock is this way. This is what the Venus lock, because it connects you to the Venus planet and gives you a lot of energy from the Venus planet. Believe it or not, it does. And then you move forward and come more forward. Now you all can see the muscles she's using. You can see how the kidneys and liver, right? The stomach, she's tightening her core. So all that is how she's balancing it, right? Okay. So this is the variation 2. Okay. Now I not go detail on both the sides. So then from variation 2, okay. Then she goes to variation 3. Variation 3 we show the other side. Okay. Palms up. Variation 1, yeah. Variation 1, breathe in, breathe out, and you go on the second side, and then you bring your palms up. Okay. And then bend, variation 2. Alright, then variation 3, open your palms and bring your hands down, down, pulling down. So here the spine is curved, the scapula, okay? So you can see how beautifully the muscles of the back are being, and then you just try and touch. You can either keep your knees straight and touch, this is also better. But if you can't do that, this increases the flexibility of your spine. Makes you strong like a warrior. Exactly. So you're not going to war, you're just going to make your body like a warrior. Okay, and then slowly again you bend your knee and you come up. So it's all to do with very slow movements. It's not like aerobic jump, jump, jump and do fast, fast, fast. No. Very slow and tender movements. Okay, so then we go to the next one is the balance poses. Okay, so now she's going to show you one of the very important balance poses called the tree pose. Tree, what do you call tree in Swahili? Meaty, sorry. So meaty pose, okay? So she's going to look like a tree. Okay. And this means balance. One leg up, Now you have to make sure this leg does not push the knee, otherwise you can damage your knee. So it has to be in between your thighs, and then you bring the right hand up, the left hand up, and you bring both the palms together and balance there. See how beautiful this pose looks? Now, can you tell me as doctors, what muscles are being used here? What muscles are being used here? What parts of the body are being used here? Interaction, come on, I'm not going to just do the talking, I want to hear from you guys. Yeah? Which ones? Yes, doctor? Huh? Quadriceps. Yes. And? Yeah, abdominal. Okay. Here, which ones? The glutes. Yeah? The glutes, the hamstrings. And then now balancing. These balance postures, okay, she can come. She can hold for longer. Okay. She'll show you another one. I'll show you 3 balance poses with her, and then I'll tell you the other advantages. Okay. The Natra, the dancer's pose. Okay? So you become more graceful like a dancer. She holds one leg, one hand up, and then very gently she move forward and get this leg back. And see how good the balance is. Again here, the knee joint, the hip joint. These are very good for arthritis, rheumatism, rheumatoid arthritis. Okay, you can see all the joints of the body. Even here when she's pulling the toes inwards. Slowly back to center. And down. Now, these balance poses, the advantage is that it not only balances the equilibrium of the body, it trims and firms the thighs, it relieves tension throughout the back. Okay, and so anyway, next is this one. But so by balancing, what happens? I'll walk around and talk as well.
Yeah.
You know, you need to balance your life. Okay, you need to balance many things. Because of so many imbalances, we need to balance our relationship. We need to balance our way of living, our lifestyle. So by doing these balance poses, you can keep on showing other balance poses, right? She'll keep on demonstrating other balance poses while I'm talking. So by doing the balance postures, it's not just, this is the eagle pose what she's doing, like an eagle. So it's not just exercising your muscles and your joints of the body, but by improving your balance, your mind is balanced in life. Your mind becomes balanced in spirituality. Your mind becomes balanced amongst people, because we need to balance our relationship with people. Normally, we are always so edgy with, sometimes, you know, we get agitated with people because the whole life revolves around people around us. Do you agree with me? And we get, I mean, we all get agitated, come on, isn't it? We're not saints here, okay? So, but by doing these balanced postures, it really calms the mind that no matter what another person says, you will be so much within yourself, so much focused that you don't get agitated by things. So this is what the main reason for the balanced posture is, right? Okay, now we come to, okay, now I want to just brief you. We've only got 20 minutes to go on the breathing part, okay? Do you want to see any more postures, or we do the breathing now? The breathing. Breathing? Okay. These are the, okay, I'll just, very quickly I'll run through the poses, then we come to the pranayams, okay? So, the spinal bends, just do a couple of bends, just bend backward and forward. Very simple, the spine is the main backbone of your body, right? Without the function of the spine, you cannot even stand. So, it's very important to do your spinal bends. You can bend as far back as you can, open your shoulders, and go as far back as you can. backward bend, you also go forward and you touch down. And you see, you might think that, oh, I can't do that. That's what people think, and then they don't start yoga. But if you start to write letter A, B, C, D, you can know spellings, you can know sentences, isn't it? But A, B, C, D has to be started. Okay, up. Now, even if you can just bend this much, it's fine. Or this much, it's fine. The next day, maybe more, and you keep on going back. You start slowly and gradually. Don't push too much, otherwise it may cause an injury in your body. Go slowly and then gradually you'll see how your body will improve. It also prevents constipation, improves the function of sciatic nerve. Because you know, yoga is so good to cure sciatic pains. Because as doctors, you all know how many patients you get with sciatic nerves, sciatic problems. A lot. So now, just drugs. And you know, I'm also a doctor. I'm also a radiographer. Radiology. I was working in London, and I used to go through this magazine at that time. Back in the 70s, we used to get what doctors don't tell you. You all know the side effects of drugs, correct? Every drug has some side effects. Isn't that true? So by doing yoga, you are preventing and curing drugless. This is all drugless therapy. Because by swallowing drugs, you're filling one hole, digging one hole and filling the other one. Isn't it? You take so much drugs, you'll start getting acidity, or maybe your joint pains will go. You might get acidity or ulcers or something. Correct? So that's the reason you try to do yoga to prevent and cure and be healthy. Okay. Spinal bend is done. Now, kneeling poses. Okay, do you want to do one of the kneeling poses? Just the camel. So she's going to show one camel pose. Just kneeling down and bending backwards as well. The triangle. I don't know how to do this. Okay. If you can, I'm going to go next one. Yes. I'm just going to go to the next presentation which I have here. While she's still showing you, okay, show her the poses. Okay, now this is health in your hands. Do you all agree that your health is in your hands? Now topics, diet, weight loss, yoga and meditation. And then we all know that our health, if we eat properly, what is health? State of complete physical, mental and social well-being, and not merely the absence of diseases. Okay? I'll just go. I know we don't have much time. I'm going to go through this very quickly. You can just go through this very quickly. I wanted to talk to you about. Alright, so this is about food, dieting. We're running out of time, so I'm just going to go to the breathing part of it, okay? Alright, here. Okay, I'm going to talk to you now about the breathing exercises, alright? So, we are all going to do this together. I'll come there. So, you all want to turn this side of it? Can you turn this side? So, you all can see here. We're going to talk about breathing. What is the main vital force in your body?
The mat.
What's the main vital force in your body? Air. Well, chokru rode chhe kya chokra? Okay. Air, breathing. Your life without food you can sustain how many days? About 8-10 days, correct? Without water you can sustain even about 3-4 days, right? But how long can you sustain without breathing? That's all we must do, okay? Everybody's going is your photo on the DVD or the book? Because the next competition will be the next. You want the book or the DVD? The book. Okay. Here. Come up.
Take a video.
I would like Sheila to present this book. Okay? Sheila, please. Yeah. To the winner. Clap for her. 1 minute. All right. Okay. And who was the second one?
Yes, yeah.
Who was the second one?
Stand up.
Please come.
You are the third. These are the second one. Second.
You want the
Third.
DVD or the book?
No, it is second.
Second.
Second. Yeah.
Third.
Okay. Come.
You are third. Just come.
You also come. You want the DVD? Show us the DVD. You give it. Rania, you give it. Okay? Yeah. And
Third, yeah?
okay, yeah. All right, so as you saw, 1 minute, right? But these yogis, you won't believe it. As doctors, you might not believe, but they stay in the Himalayas. They can hold their breath for hours, days. That's what yoga teaches you. Now, most important aspect is pranayam. Pranayam. Pran means living force. Your breath is your living force. Your breath is your God. Without breathing, you cannot connect to no one. So what we're going to do for 5 minutes before we end today, we're going to do a simple exercise in which you're going to be, actually this is something but you're going to be listening to your breath. And if you want to connect to anyone, there are some breathing exercises which you do. First I'll do one breathing exercise with you all, and then you'll hold, then you'll do the listening to the breath meditation. Okay, all right. This exercise is called Anulom Vilom. You know you have the vagus nerve in the body? All the doctors know that, right? The vagus nerve has to be activated. Sometimes it really, becomes dormant, right? To activate the vagus nerve in the body, you need to do this exercise. It's called Anulom Vilom. It's called alternate nostril breathing. What is it called? Alternate nostril breathing. So, we're going to put these two fingers here. We're going to press the left nostril with the thumb. You can either do with the right hand or the left hand, doesn't matter. And then you breathe in, whatever it takes you to count, you breathe in. You hold as long as you can. Then you exhale from the other side completely out. Whichever side you breathe out, you breathe in again from the same side, you hold, and then you breathe out from the other side. Okay, we'll do 3 rounds. Keep your eyes closed and see if these two fingers are here on your third eye. You all have a third eye here. When you open your third eye, you get the knowledge you want, whatever you want to get in life. Okay, so now put these first 2 fingers on your third eye. Press your right nostril. Breathe in through the left nostril. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold both the nostrils, both tight. 2, hold, don't breathe. 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale. Exhale from the other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Inhale. Same side you breathe out. Don't. Hold. Hold both the nostrils tight. Exhale from the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Inhale from the same side. In deeply. Keeping your eyes closed. Hold. Hold. Exhale from the other side. Exhale from the next nostril. Only use one nostril. Breathe in again. Last cycle. Breathe in. Hold. Exhale from the other side. Exhale completely and relax. How do you feel? Nice? neuralgic nerve in the body. And it's very good to cure sinuses, to cure headaches. Whenever you have a headache, instead of giving your patients Panadol, let them do this. Honestly, go to your patient, tell them, breathe in, hold, breathe out, right? You see the difference. Now, many people suffer from thyroid gland, throat infections, all that. I'll show you one more breathing exercise. It's called the bee humming breathing, right? Brahmari is bee humming. By bee humming, you can cure throat infections. You can cure, from it activates the thyroid gland. Okay. So what you're going to do, you're going to keep these little two fingers here, these two here, here and here. Okay. And then you breathe in from the nose. Just watch me once, okay? You close your nostrils, you close your eyes, and then you go. Like a bee. Digestion fire. If you want to lose belly fat, if you want to cure constipation, you want to cure illnesses of the abdomen, the secretion of our hormones inside, when you the pepsin and the renin, right, which you have in the stomach. This balances the secretion of the hormones in the stomach. Very simple exercise. It's called the fire. Igniting the fire in the stomach. It's called Kapalbhati. You just keep your hands here on the abdomen, sit straight. First you just breathe in, and then you just breathe in once, and you exhale, 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 exhale. Let me show you once. You look. And when I'm exhaling, I'm moving my stomach. I'll show you on her. Okay. She breathes in first, breathe in, and then exhale, exhale.
What?
To the nose. And you move your stomach. You move your stomach in and out, in and out. Okay. All right. Let's all do it together. If your hands go, exhale, exhale. I'll start. That's all. If your hands on your abdomen, don't press. Breathe in. Exhale, 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 exhale. Out, 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 See how many teachers are it helps your digestion. It cures constipation. Now as doctors, you all can relate, isn't it? I'm so glad I'm with doctors, because normally when you're just ordinary people, it's very difficult to make them understand the internal organs, the anatomy of the body. But you all are so well versed with the anatomy that you also. Now anyway, I think time is up. I want to do a last 2-minute meditation before we stop. I don't mind coming back and showing you more workshops, but these workshops will be, we'll do it in another hall where you don't have this, you have the mats, you all will do it together. I don't mind, you can talk to Sheila, and I can come more often here and train you all. We have the International Federation for Yoga Professionals. Now this is an international body which is throughout the world, and headquarters are in Delhi, of course, and we are here to make members of. Membership is totally free. We'll give you this certificate. You can give your names to Sheila, and then I can come the next time. I can give you a certification. If you want to do a teacher's training course in yoga, we also offer you the teacher's training course, right? Which is online. We can send you, and I can keep on coming here more often and train you all to be teachers of yoga. Yes? Comprende? All right. So just 2 minutes of meditation before we stop. Okay? Okay. Keep your hands together on the chest, eyes closed, or you can keep your hands on the knees, whichever is comfortable. Sit straight, eyes closed. Eyes completely closed. Do not open your eyes throughout the session. Keep your eyes closed. Deep breaths in and out. Breathe in. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And now, I want you to bring both the hands and close your ears. Close your ears with your hands. The palms of your hands, the lower palms of your hands. Press it to your ears. Press it to your ears. Keep your eyes closed. And I want you to listen to your breath only. Only your breath. You and your breath. Listen to your breath. Listen to your breathing. Your breathing connects you to the whole universe. Your breathing connects you to your life. Listen to your breath for 2 minutes. Quiet. How your breath is flowing to your mind, to your lungs. Listen to your breath. Slowly bring your palms down on your knees. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed and connect your heart. Connect your heart with your breath. Still listen to your breath and connect to your heart. Keep your hands on the knees as you still place them on your ears. Eyes closed.
Bisa.
Peace be to all.
Very, very gently open your eyes. Thank you so much. Thank you all very much. So, we have some presentation. I think we have some books.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kalpana Karya, for a very lovely presentation, and it was really educative. Did everybody enjoy? Yes. So shall we give her flowers? This way. Yes.
Thank you all so much.
We stay
Lovely
in
flowers.
Kericho.
I grab them. I take them all to my heart.
We stay in Kericho, and we live in God's bathroom. So we love to give flowers, isn't it? And tea. But she doesn't drink tea. So it's good from our heart. We take the flowers like this from your heart, and then we give it to her, and flowers this way. Again, let's do one. Take it.
Thank you.
And flowers.
Take the flowers.
And it's same to our tutor who was teaching us. Even we are going to give her flowers from our heart to her.
I'm really
Thank
touched,
you.
and I must say it was a beautiful audience.
Thank you.
I really felt so nice, and so I'd love to come more often and teach you all. So please give your names in, and if you want to do any teachers training courses.
Thank you so much. And before we close, where are we? Sophie, can you do a prayer? Thank you. Yeah.
Before we close for others,
Yeah, a word of prayer.
I have an announcement.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I
Tomorrow,
have some more CDs for some doctors.
so tomorrow we are going to have another CMA on infection and prevention and control, same time. So Angelo wants to